Hello dear student, welcome to our OPSC Mains Answer Writing program. So this is a 100-day mission from 0 to OPSC topper. In this 100 days, I am going to tell you a lot of QIQ and discuss with you how you can structure your answer. Also, I am going to do a lot of live evaluation. Also, I am going to help you to conduct some of the live session. There you will understand how you can write a very good answer just like a topper and get very good marks in your OPSC and clear this year OPSC with good single digit rank. So watch all my video in this series and please write your thought in the comment box, and if you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe to my channel, and please do share your thought in the comment box of this video. So let's see this question. So first, this question is saying that explain how Bohumakara and Somavanshi dynasty contributed to the political consolidation and cultural transformation of early medieval Odisha. After seeing this question, you might think that your mind became blank and you are not able to understand how to write a 15 marker question with 250 words. So I am going to tell you how you are going to write that. So moment you are getting any empire of history, so always try to present that empire in a timeline. So you can say that, let's say the like that Bohumakara dynasty established from 8th century to 10th century, and Somavanshi dynasty, they have established their empire from 19th to 11th centuries. That is the reason we have to remember the empire duration, so period from which they have ruled. So that can be very helpful for writing an introduction. And second thing is, you can start the area of the extension, and then you can also prepare a Odisha map, so that at what region they are ruled in the Odisha. So you can mention this region, that region. So that is what going to add value to your answer. So I am not able to add this. So please add a map after giving this time duration. So we'll start our introduction. So Bohumakara dynasty, they have established their empire from 18th to 10th century, and Somavanshi, they have established their empire from 19th to 11th century. So we are two pivotal powers that shaped the early medieval Odisha. So I have put my answer as per the demand of the question. So little bit of detail about the Bohumakara. So they are originally Buddhist. Later they patronized the Shivaism and Vaishnavism. Ruled from Guhadev Pataka, जिसको हम बोलते हैं जाजपुर region. So they ruled over Tosali and Utkal region. So this is what we have put that in a proper context, and your answer is very good. Your introduction is very good to create impression. So like that way, you have to remember the time duration and the area they are ruled by different empires. So second is Somavanshi who rose Dakshin Koshal regions and gradually unified the Kosala and Utkala, laying the foundation for consolidation of Odia politics and classical Kalinga cultural synthesis. So that is what I put the definition and context of everything. So whenever you are writing any historical answer, always start with the empire and their duration through which they are existing, and area over which they are ruled, and their significance. What are the significance? You can briefly start your introduction. After that, after setting introduction, you can clearly say that the question is asking Bohumakara and Somavanshi dynasty contributions towards the political consolidation and cultural unification. So here we have to write how Bohumakara, they have consolidated politically, also promote cultural transformation. So Bohumakara, one is political consolidation, cultural transformation, two parts. Then second is Somavanshi with two parts. So there are 4 parts, and 4 parts, if you are writing 4 points, then you are getting 16 points, which is more than enough to write a 15 mark question and good marks in your OPSC and get good rank also. So in this way I am going to discuss all throughout my session in this 100 days. Please watch all this video till the end, and your like, subscribe and comment is really motivating factor to provide high quality content to all of you. So first we are going to discuss Bohumakara dynasty contribution in early medieval period. So first we are going to this is the past part of Bohumakara, the political consolidation. So they have unification of the Tosali. You can see they have integrated fragmented territory of coastal Odisha. So they have unified. The next is strong administrative structure. So they have established a very strong, efficient administrative structure. You can see well organized feudatory with subordinate chief like Bhanjas, all this. So that is what helpful for political consolidation. The next is diplomatic and matrimonial alliance. So they have strategically make matrimonial alliance and diplomatic relations. So that is what help with neighboring states. So bring stability in this region. So next is ruled by abled queen. So I think so the Bohumakara dynasty ruled by several women. For example, Tribhuvan Mahadevi, they are also ably rule and provide good governance to the people. So that is what a unique feature of the Bohumakara dynasty. So next is they have established era and sovereignty. So they have promoted own regnal era, that is called Bahumakara era. So you can see that is the indication of sovereignty and political, powerness and political consolidation also. So I have given here the 5 points. So out of 5 points, if I write 4 points, that is more than enough. So first we have discussed about political consolidation. Then we are going to discuss about the cultural transformation. So how they have transformed the culture of early medieval period. So first they promoted religious pluralism. So that means tolerance and togetherness. So they patronized the Buddhism, they are also later on patronized Shivaism, Shaktism and Tantrism, so fostering remarkable religious tolerance. Whenever multiple religion coexist together, so that is what led to the religious synthesis and tolerance that is being promoted. So next is they have promoted Tantric and Yogini cult. Yogini cult is basically worshipping of the female. So Tantric worship and reflected in the Chausati Yogini temple at Hirapur. So this is what clear example, they are giving more importance to the female god and religious worship. So they have also promoted temple architecture, so encourage early Kalinga style building temples, Bhubaneswar region. So they also laid the foundation of the temple architecture of Odisha also. The next is promotion of the learning. So supported Sanskrit scholars and monastic like Ratnagiri, Lalitgiri, so flourished Buddhist learning hub. So they have also promoted educations. So that is what led to the development of local language, local culture, people will understand more. So next is art and sculpture. So patternized refined stone sculpture blending the Buddhist Brahminical icon. So that is what led to the construction of so many the sculptures and image of the some of the Buddhist image and other images. Okay, we have seen this is the second part of Bahumakara. So 2 parts is here. So next we are going to see contribution of the Somavanshi dynasty. First we are going to see how they have politically consolidate the Odisha. So unification of the Kosala and Utkala region. So Yajati 1 and 2. So they emerged from the Dakshin Kosala, merged the Dakshin Kosala with the coastal Kosala, creating unifying Odia kingdom. So they have unified small kingdom into a big kingdom. Once there is a big kingdom, so that is more powerful further expansion. So displacement of the rivals. So they overthrow the Bahumakara and Vanja to establish supremacy over their region. So they have overcome all their rivalry to establish supremacy. So next is they have established their capital as Yajati Nagar. Tell me in the comment box currently what is the name of the Yajati Nagar. So what is the current name of that? So establishing strong administrative center, consolidating central authority. So next is defense against invasion. So they have established strong defense to protect foreign invasion like Kalachuri and Chola incursions, safeguarding Odia territorial integrity. So tell me, Kalachuri are ruled in which region and Chola ruled over which region? So let me see how many of you able to answer. Please make the session interactive. Please give me the comment. Okay. So strong centralized monarchy. So adopted imperial title like Maharaja Dhiraja. That is an indication of most powerful, signaling sovereign consolidated rule. So this is what their political consolidation. So and cultural transformation, what kind of step they have taken? So Brahminical revivalism. So the champion of this Shaivism and Vaishnavism, making a shift from Buddhist dominance to Brahminical orthodoxy. So there is shift off from Buddhist worship to the Brahminical or Hindu worship. So this is what called golden age of temple architecture. So build iconic temples like Lingaraj temple, Mukteshwar, Bhubaneswar, perfecting Kalinga style of architecture. So next is Brahmin settlement. So granted land, this is what called Agrahar grant. So they have given land to the Brahmin so that they can maintain the temple, they do the lot of education, all these things to the Brahmin, and spreading Buddhist learning and Sanskritic culture in the region of the Odisha. So next is synthesis of Kosala and Utkal tradition. So blend the regional artistic and religious current into a composite Odia identity. So patronage of the language and learning, promoted Sanskrit literature, laid the foundation stone for distinct Odia culture ethos. So dear student, if you want to get this video, so the PDF of this video, so it is already uploaded in my Telegram channel. So name of that channel is Tribe OPSC. So you can search it in Telegram or you will find in the description box. Join that, or you can join our WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp group, WhatsApp channel. Anywhere you are joining, even our application, you will get this PDF. If you are not able to find, just message me, I'll send the PDF. So conclusion, we can write, the Bahumakara and Somavamsi, they no doubt they have politically unify and promote culture renaissance of Odisha in the early medieval period. So that is what you have to sum up in your conclusion. So dear student, if you are preparing for OPSC mains and if you want to write a good level of answer like this, the model answer I am discussing over the PIQ, then you can join our Lakshya mains test series plus mentorship program, where I am going to guide you throughout this journey how to write a topper like answer. I am going to evaluate your answer. I am going to check each and every your error and make you very accurate in your answer writing, and it is my guarantee that you will, by the end of the 100 days, you will have excellent level of answer writing and compared to none. So to join that, you can check out the description box. There our application is given. You can download the application. There course is available, or you can contact me. The number is 7217630385. So that is also given in the description box also. You can contact me for that. Chaliye, let's see about the next question. So what is social empowerment? Explain how the policies of the social empowerment have been implemented in India, with special example from the Odisha. Here the word is very important. First we have to define what is social empowerment and component of the social empowerment. Then we are going to see about different policies being implemented by the government of India, or special reference to the Odisha. So it's better to write about the policies of the Odisha for empowerment of the social empowerment. So here I have defined the social empowerment. You have to define, because it's a keyword, so you have to, whenever there is a keywords in the answer, generally we define it. So social empowerment is the process of enabling weaker sections to gain control of their lives. It built their capacity to access resource, claim entitlement, and participate in the decision making. The goal is to remove the social barrier like caste, gender and disability that limit their dignity and opportunity. So that is what I have briefly defined. So you can define in a limited word also, that is also okay. I have given details so that even if you are not able to remember, you can at least write a 3-line definition. So then we are going to see what are the component of social empowerment, how we are going to ensure social empowerment. So first one is about the educational empowerment. If you provide education, so there will be empowerment of the people. With with educations, people will get the job, and that will be improve their status. So next is economic empowerment. With money, that brings the status also. Now if you have money, you'll get a lot of respect, opportunity. So next is political and legal empowerment. For example, if people are elected to the MLA, MP and minister, definitely they will get good opportunity for their empowerment. Next is social inclusion and dismantle. So discriminate based on the caste, gender, religion and disability, we have to remove that and provide good opportunity to them. So next is psychological empowerment, thinking that self helplessness we have to remove. So it is a psychology that people are thinking helpless and not having the power to do their own work, so we have to remove them. So we have give them the confident. For example, you will able to clear the OPSC mains on if you have the confidence that yes, I am going to clear. If you don't have confidence, it is very difficult for you to clear. So that is what we can say psychology. Once you are thinking that I will able to do, you will able to do it. So you are just thinking yes, I can do, 50% work is done. Same thing is implemented by the different policies for empowerment, social empowerment, or special reference to the Odisha. You can see Subhadra Yojana. They basically provide you can see women centric scheme, women age from the 21 to 60. So they provide 50,000 to women in last 50,000 to women in 5 years. So Mission Shakti basically wants to promote self-help group among the women, so that they will be part of decision making, and they will be promote entrepreneurship, and they will earn a lot of money. So next is OPLIF. OPLIF basically want to empower the particular vulnerable tribal group. So dear student, tell me how many PBTGs are there in the India and how many PBTGs are there in the Odisha. So let me see how many of you are able to answer it. So next is Anvesha scheme and Akanksha scheme. So basically tribal and Dalit educations. So they provide fund for coaching for the competitive and professional examinations. So this is what helpful for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Next you can see the scholarship scheme. They are providing state disbursed substantial add to every year SC, ST, OBC and minority students, so that they can pursue their education. Okay. Then Madhu Babu pension Yojana. This pension is provided to the elderly widow person with disability, so that they don't have to depend on their family and they have to have a dignified life. So next is Samruddhi, Mahila Samruddhi Yojana. So Mahila Samruddhi Yojana. So advanced minority women, it provide microfinance loan to the women. If you want to start a small a chicken farm or poultry farm or pig farm or goat farm, so you can take finance and start that industry, and once you are earning, so you can pay back and have self independent a lot of money, so no need to depend on the money lender. So next is safety and confident of the weaker section. So there is a program called Birangana. So next is Nuwa scholarship. They basically provide support to the college youth, so basically for higher educations for SC, ST and construction worker family. Okay? So dear student, once again, if you want to get this PDF, you can join our Telegram either, or you can join our WhatsApp group also. So anywhere it is already uploaded, so you'll get it from there. So way forward, so definitely here we have to talk about, because this is asking about the schemes, how it is helpful, so we can give some suggestions so that it can be good for, it's a 20 marker question, so 15 marker question. So we have to write some points. So we can talk about ensuring last mile delivery by using JAM. JAM means Jandhar, Aadhaar and your mobile account. Jandhan accounts, mobiles, JAM. This is Jandhan, Aadhaar and your mobile number. So we can better targeting and delivery of the service. Then next is promoting convergence of overlapping schemes. So there are so many schemes we are implementing for welfare of one particular section, so we can converge them and provide significant amount of money for significant outcomes. Next is skill development directly with the market. So for example, in our education system they are providing something, but market need AI, market need advanced skills, so we have to impart skill as per the need of the market. So next is institutionalize the social audit and community grievances. So what do you mean by social audit? When audit is conducted by beneficiary, for example, when scheduled caste people from the scheduled caste, they do audit about the scheme that is helping the scheduled caste, we can call this as a social audit. For example, in a village, if the road is constructed, if the local village people audit that road, it can call this as social audit. Adopt data driven targeting. So we can use data to understand how much empowered, how much not empowered, which scheme is helpful. According to that we can target the people, so there will be less error. So this points is not the core demand of the question. You can write like half moon like na, one word is also enough here. Then we have to conclude Odisha welfare model so that empowerment growth with when entitlement reach the last person standing with a stronger delivery and inclusive design. This policy can be converted vulnerable into capability and dignified for all. So like that, because in last couple of years we have seen Odisha have done a lot improving the reducing the poverty rate, empowering the backward section of the society. So that is what you have to sum up your answer. And dear student, once again, if you want to join our mains test series, so it is called Lakshya OPSC Mains Test Series program with mentorship. So I am going to provide your mentorship, I am going to evaluate your copy, then you can join this program. So price is very nominal, you will get high quality guidance, and I am going to discuss strategy, all the subject I am going to discuss there also. So link is given in the description box, link is also given in the comment box. Please check out, or you can call me on this number. Here this number is also given, you can check out 72-176 30385. And dear student, one more thing, dear student, if you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe to my channel, and please do share your thought in the comment box, so that it is really motivating for me to provide high quality content to you. And dear student, chaliye, bye bye, take care, Jai Hind.